Hello everyone, I am Pawan Chaudhary. Welcome you all on my channel The Food Cyclone. In this series of video lectures, we are discussing about the previous year question of the food analyst exam conducted by Food Safety and Standard Authority of India. It means FSSAI, the apex body of food standards in our country. This is the second part of the video. So without wasting further time, let's get back to the questions. Question number 1. As per the provisions of Food Safety and Standards, License and Registration of Food Business, Regulation 2011, which of the following is mandatory before slaughtering animals? Before slaughtering the animals, stunning is one of the operations which is done with the animals. Stunning makes animals unconscious. So, by inducing unconsciousness and insensibility, stunning can avoid and minimize reaction of fear and anxiety as well as pain, suffering and stress among the animals. So if you do the stunning operation, animals get less pain and there will be less suffering. So there are basically three methods of stunning. One is mechanical stunning, second one is electrical stunning, and the third one is gas stunning. In mechanical stunning, we use some mechanical device to make the animals unconscious. Electrical stunning, we use a certain amount of electrical signal to make them unconscious, and gas stunning is the operation in which we use some certain kinds of gas to make them unconscious before slaughtering. So stunning is the operation which is done before slaughtering. These are the two pictures of stunning which is done with the animals. In one operation, the pig is being stunned by some electrical equipment. As you can see that this equipment is used on the head to make it unconscious before slaughtering, and in this case they are using some electrical equipment to make the cow unconscious before slaughtering. Question number 2. Packaging material polyethylene PE bottles used for packaging of drinking water shall conform to the following BIS standard. So it shall conform to the IS 10146 standard, which says that polyethylene for its safe use in contact with foodstuff, pharmaceuticals and drinking water. Option A is IS 12,252. This is a standard for the PET bottles, and IS 10,910 is a specification for polypropylene and its copolymers for its safe use in contact with foodstuff, pharmaceuticals and drinking water. Question number 3. The claim on trans fat free is being permitted under food safety and standards, packaging and labeling regulation under the condition if the trans fat content less than. So if the content of trans fat is less than 0.2 gram per serving, then only we can say that the particular product is trans fat free. So let me tell you more about trans fat. Trans fat also naturally occurs in dairy and meat products, but artificial trans fat, which is also known as industrial trans fat or partially hydrogenated fats, are hazardous to health. And trans fat occur when vegetable oils are chemically altered to stay solid at room temperature, which gives them a much longer shelf life. Trans fat are also hazardous and can cause heart disease as well as cancer. Question number 4. As per the requirements of packaging and labeling regulation, net content for a food packed in liquid medium shall carry a declaration of. So, if a particular food product is placed in a liquid medium, then it should have a declaration of drained weight. Drained weight means the weight which is obtained after making it free from the water in which it was kept. So, drained weight declaration is mandatory as per the Packaging and Labeling Regulation Act for those kind of products which are packed in liquid medium. Question number 5. Mandatory statement displayed on the pack of infant milk substitutes is. The statement which is written on the infant milk substitutes is mother's milk is best for your baby. Option number C is the correct answer of this question. Question number 6. Analysis report section of food analyst report does not contain one of the following. Option 1. Test method used. It is present in that food analyst report. Option on the sample is also present in the analyst report. Measurement of uncertainty is not available on the food analyst report. So this is the correct answer of this question. Prescribed standards are also made available on the food analyst report. So, test method used, opinion on the sample, and prescribed standards are given on the food analyst report, but measurement of uncertainty is not available on the food analyst report. So, option C is the correct answer of this question. Question number 7. Not for phenylketonurics shall carry on the label if the product contains following tabletop sweetener. So if you buy a aspartame product, then it should have a label of not for phenylketonurics. I have taken this pic from the Food Safety and Standards Act regulation. Here you can see that aspartame methyl ester marked as tabletop sweetener should claim a health things like not for phenylketonurics. So option A is the correct answer of this question. Let me tell you why aspartame shall carry a declaration of not for phenylketonurics. Because phenylketonuria is a genetic disorder inherited from a person's parents, which results in a low level of the enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase. This results in increase of dietary phenylalanine to potentially toxic level. So if a person get this kind of disease which is called as phenylketonuria has a low level of enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase which result in higher level of phenylalanine which is toxic to human beings. Question number 8. Percentage of milk fat and milk solid not fat content for raw and pasteurized milk in India is. It is 4.5 for fat and 8.5 for SNF. Question number 9. Wadin test for Banaspati hydrogenated fat indicates the presence of. Wadin test is basically done to check the presence of sesame oil. Option A is the correct answer for this question. Question number 10. Butyrodifractometer reading at 40 degrees Celsius for milk fat always lies between 40 to 44. This is the easy question which you need to remember that at 40 degrees Celsius milk fat always give a butyrometer reading of 40 to 44. Question number 12. Added coloring matter permitted for bread under section 2.4.15 for food safety and standards, food product standards and additive regulation 2011 are that only carry over food color from ingredients is used as a food color. So option C is the correct answer of this question. Question number 13. Test for lead chromate is conducted for the sample of. The sample is turmeric powder. B. Use lead chromate in turmeric powder. Let me tell you more about lead chromate. Lead chromate is a compound which comprises lead and chromium, which is a yellow pigment that can enhance the brightness of a substance. So, to enhance the brightness of turmeric powder, lead chromate is used, and lead chromate is also poisonous, acting as a neurotoxin when humans ingest or inhale it. Question number 14. pH of packaged drinking water shall be between. So it shall be between 6.5 to 8.5. So option C is the correct answer. Question number 15. The international body that is involved in harmonize food standards around the world is. To harmonize the food standards, Codex Alimentarius Commission is working on it, and it is an international standards which harmonize the food standards all over the world. Question number 16. Expanded uncertainty is derived by multiplying the combined standard uncertainty with. So basically there are two kinds of uncertainty. First one is expanded and the second one is combined standard uncertainty. So to get the expanded uncertainty, we need to multiply the combined standard uncertainty with the coverage factor K. So the correct answer for this question is option C. Question number 17. If internal audit is not conducted as per the clause of ISO 17025 2005, the auditor can issue. The auditor can issue improvement notice. So the correct answer for this question is option C, improvement notice. And ISO 17025 basically deals with testing and calibration laboratories. Question number 18. Which of the following are covered under proximate analysis of food? Under proximate analysis of food, B. Always do the analysis of protein, carbohydrate and fat. So option B is the correct answer for this question. Question number 19. Food poisoning occurs due to inadequate processing or poor handling of processed food article. The most dangerous food poisoning organism is the most dangerous food poisoning organism is Clostridium botulinum, which is option D. So the correct answer for this question is Clostridium botulinum. Let me tell you more about Clostridium botulinum. Clostridium botulinum is a gram-positive, rod-shaped, spore-forming bacteria, and it is an obligate anaerobic microorganism. It means it always requires oxygen to survive. And the reason why it is called as the most poisonous microorganism is that it produces neurotoxin that is known as botulinum, and it is the most potent toxin known to the humankind, natural or synthetic. In food processing industries, Clostridium botulinum is mostly associated with the canning product, and bulging of cans is basically due to the Clostridium botulinum. Question number 20. Auditors can gather objective evidence by. The first option is observing activities. Yes, by the observing activities, they can gather objective evidences. By interviewing staff, he can also gather objective evidences. By reading documents, he can also gather objective evidences. So, all of the above is the correct answer of this question. Question number 21. A primary standard is basically a pure substance that can be used to determine the concentration of other substances. So basically primary standards are those standards whose concentration is known. So by using that primary standards, we can know the standards or concentration of other chemicals. So option D is the correct answer for this question. Question number 22. NAVL 212 is the guidelines document on the validation of test methods. So option B is the correct answer for this question. Question number 23. The minimum intensity of light required at working surfaces other than those required for a specified test is. For general purposes which are not specific, we need around 300 lux or 300 lux intensity of light. Question number 24. A signal to noise ratio, it means SYN ratio of fill in the blanks, is generally accepted for estimating LOD, and signal to noise ratio of fill in the blanks is used for estimating LOQ. So to answer this question, let me first tell you what is LOD and what is LOQ. LOD is basically limit of detection. It means it is the lowest quantity of the analyte that can only be detected. On the other hand, LOQ is limit of quantification. It is defined as the lowest concentration of the analyte that can not only be detected but can be quantified. For example, if you take 1 liter of water in a beaker and add 5 to 10 gram of sugar in it. So if and we run it this solution through HPLC, then we are only able to detect that yes, this solution contains sugar. But if you add around 100 gram of sugar in it, then we can not only detect but we can quantify also that this solution contains 100 gram of sugar. Then 100 gram is the limit of quantification and 10 gram is the limit of detection. So if you run any solution through HPLC, a kind of analytical equipment in which you can see these kind of curves. So these are basically noise, and these peaks are can be LOD or LOQ. So the LOD is the concentration at which the signal level of the substance reaches at least 3 times the signal noise of the baseline, whereas LOQ is the concentration at which signal level of the substance reaches at least 10 times the signal noise of the baseline. So if the noise is around 1, then if you get a peak of 3 times greater than the noise, then it can be considered as LOD. Whereas if you get a noise and you get a peak which is 10 times higher than the noise, then we can say it is LOQ. It means limit of quantification. So the correct answer for this question is 3 and 10. Option A is the correct answer. Question number 25. Bacterial contamination may cause food poisoning. The conditions required for bacterial growth are, the option given are like moisture, warm temperature, time, food supply, low acid environment, and oxygen. So in all the options, all are same, but the temperature is made different. So the most appropriate temperature would be a warm temperature. So the correct answer for this question is option C, which is moisture, warm temperature, time, food supply, low acid environment, and oxygen. So friends, if you find it useful, please hit the like button. If you have any query in any question, please comment on the comment section, and you can also share this with your friends, those who are studying food technology or preparing for the food analyst exam. You can also follow me on Instagram by searching the Food Cyclone. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. See you in the next video.